So hello, everyone. Always good to connect with you. Hope you've had a good summer and things are ramping up for you this fall. I'm here today with Adrian.leusink from our friends at Hudson Energy, a natural gas and electricity retailer here in Saskatchewan and an Affinity program partner with our chamber. Adrian has an update and an important sign-up deadline to share. So Adrian, welcome, and thanks for taking a few minutes to chat with us.
Thanks very much, Jason, for this. I appreciate it, and I hope you had a great summer. The weather was great. We'd like to see a little more rain for the farmers, but it is what it is, I guess.
Isn't that true? Day by day, we'll take it day by day. Listen, before we get to some details, first off, the view from 30,000 feet, what's going on in the North American energy market right now?
It's a great question, Jason. The simple answer would be one word: lots. Okay, so let's drill down a little bit into that. What we have developing now in the both the North American energy markets, where us Saskatchewanians, where we get our natural gas, as well as in the global markets, is we're seeing a very long-term upward push of energy prices. And that's based on two primary drivers, those being low levels of natural gas storage, and on top of that, political policies which are deeply impacting the efficiencies in the fossil fuel industry. So the natural gas demand globally, as well as right here in Saskatchewan, will be continuing to increase for the next 20 years. So that's considered a growing market, where the penalties we're seeing happening to the fossil fuel industry are creating storage issues. So you basically are pinching demand.
So as you mentioned, I mean, the storage issue, the storage capacity, that, we're also seeing and hearing a little bit that, costs are increasing. So give us a sense of what's sort of contributing to that.
Well, now that both Canada and the US are implementing what they committed to in their Paris Climate Accord commitments, and as we know, the US administration under Joe Biden has jumped back into that arena and is aggressively pursuing their Paris Climate Accord targets, okay? So now that they're both implementing in Canada and the US, this places risk, cost, and volatility to the natural gas prices, because these policies place pressure in the form of restrictions on both the production and the supply of natural gas. We've just come out of a 15-year general decline in natural gas costs, and sadly, those days are now over. We anticipate seeing energy commodity price increases of likely 100 to 200% in the next 2 years. So let's look then at the two drivers of this, which are storage levels and North American energy policies. As we've seen, both in Canada and the US, we've seen numerous pipelines canceled, a lot of protesting, a lot of positive support, a lot of negative support. So what we're seeing is those pipelines have been canceled. We're also seeing banning of fracking, which is a high efficiency way to extract natural gas. We're seeing that being banned on US federal lands. So those are affecting both production and supply. So the problem now is so severe that in North America, there are general concerns about meeting heating demand if we have a potentially cold winter in 2021 and 2022. So the last time, if you look historically, the last time we saw similar storage concerns in North America was in 2000 and 2001. After that, we had entered into a 9-year of regular price increases period, where we saw prices go up consistently as the supply chain worked very, very hard to rebuild storage levels and at the same time keep on top of the winter heating demand. So fast forward, we have those similar concerns. On top of that, we have the political policies restricting production supply, further impacting the storage concerns. So the old kind of concern or adage in business where you pinch supply in an increasing demand marketplace, that equals much higher prices over time. So this is what's before us right now.
Wow, what a challenge. And, as you point out, after a year of volatility on all fronts, every business confronted with just incredible change and volatility in their world, layer on now really significant volatility in the energy market. So, share with us a little bit on how Hudson can help mitigate the impact and risks of this cost volatility. What does Hudson do to help really drive value to the business's bottom line here?
Well, first of all, Hudson Energy as a retailer and a supplier, we are the largest natural gas supplier in North America. Even though we're a Canadian company, we have North American operations. So, and we also have a very long-standing bedrock policy, and I mean bedrock in which we've seen it occur and we've seen volatility not passed on to customers. So that policy of never, ever passing on risk or price increases to its customers if they're under contract with us. So other suppliers will pass along risk as they encounter risk. We have a bedrock policy of never doing that. So we're also the only energy supplier who can guarantee this. We trade on both the US and Canadian stock exchanges, which of course that gives financial transparency to all 3 million of our North American customers. And if you think about that, we have 3 million customers that we're purchasing commodity for, where say, for example, the local utilities here are buying for 350,000 customers. Some of our competitors buy for 6, 7, 8,000 customers. So where are you going to get stability? You're going to get stability in the size and scale of the purchasing power. So with the program we're offering to the Chamber of Commerce members, we will ensure they'll save 10% versus the market or Sask Energy commodity costs over the same term and time frame. We completely remove all energy cost risk and volatility. So what happens is we offer your members options midterm to access lower rates if the market goes that way. If the market keeps going up, their fixed rate stability never changes. They keep being protected 100%. And we offer both the savings profile and the total protection from all energy market price and risk. And any price spike that occurs that we see happening in the news and it becomes a big event, they're insulated from that.
Phenomenal. Well, listen, we've provided a link for more information about the program and sign up options, and of course, Adrian's contact information if you want to get in touch. So again, you'll want to do that soon. Adrian, I think there's a deadline that's fast approaching.
There is. Each year, Sask Energy imposes a deadline for November start dates, and that administrative deadline is September 8th of this year. So if anybody wants to do this for initiating right away, September 8th, and we also offer future start dates. So if a company or an organization or a business is involved with another supplier, but they'd like to do something with us down the road, we can engage them now for a future start date with no admin fees, no penalties, no costs. And if you look at it, any time a business can control or manage its monthly costs, if they can remove all the risk and they retain access to lower prices like what we provide, if markets go that way, it becomes a more profitable business and the business becomes more attractive. In addition to that, these energy contracts are transferable to a new owner if the business sells or if they move to a new location, and it becomes an asset to the business because it's a financial control vehicle for expenses you get every month. So this is what Hudson Energy and the Chamber program offers.
Awesome. So yeah, of course, in a world where there's lots of change and volatility, maybe one less thing to worry about here in the next little period of time.
Very much so.
Excellent. Well, that September date, September 8th date is fast approaching, as Adrian mentioned. So you'll want to lock in as soon as you can, and certainly connect with Adrian on any options or information you need to make the right decision for you. Adrian, thanks again. Appreciate your time and certainly value your partnership with the Chamber. Thanks very much.
We're excited to work with you. Thanks very much, Jason.
Thank you.